So number one, when it says similar figures, you need to color code. In fact, anytime you see two shapes like this, you need to color code. So if you haven't already color coded, take a minute and do that now. And you can color code more than just the sides with the numbers if you want. It says, what is the side length of the side UX? So that's right here. And I'm not going to use a question mark. I'm going to change that to an X because that makes more sense to me. If you're looking for the side length, you need to set up a proportion. And I always start with what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for X, this green one. And so I find the side that corresponds to X, which would be the other green side. So 5 is going to go right here. And then underneath X, I need a number from the same shape, same fraction. I need a number from the same shape as X. And then I need the number that corresponds to that, right? That would be 12. So you have to solve your proportion. And I'll tell you, if you're taking shortcuts and you're not writing the equation, you're not going to get it right. Not all the time anyway. Once I have this equation, 9 times 5 is 45, 12 times x is 12x, then I can solve the equation. So I'm going to divide by 12, and I'm going to end up with whatever 45 divided by 12 is. And the truth is, guys, I don't even have to really do it all the way. I just have to go long enough to find the right answer. Do you see which answer is the right answer? It's the only one that starts with 3. It has to be that answer. I'm not even going to finish my division problem. Number 2, your keyword is scale. And remember, if it's a scale, it'll either give you a scale factor or it will give you a ratio. This time they give you a ratio. It says 1 inch equals 110 miles. So half of your proportion needs to be 1 inch and 110 miles. The other half, you're going to have 2.5 inches. Now, if it's 2.5 inches, is it going to go on top or on bottom? Right? Inches on top, inches stay on top. That means X is going to go on bottom. Set up your proportion and find the one that matches. You don't even have to solve. You just have to find it. Number 3, keyword is scale. Scale of a model plane is 1 inch to 12.25 feet. The wingspan of the model plane is 7 inches. What is the length in feet of the actual wingspan of the plane? Does it have the word? I see scale, which tells me I'm either going to set up a proportion or I'm going to multiply. Does it give you a ratio or does it give you a scale factor? It gives you a ratio. Your ratio is right here. 1 inch is 12.25 feet. The other side is where you're going to put your 7 inches. And it's going to go on top because inches stays on top. You're going to multiply 1 times x, and then you're going to multiply 12.25 times 7. And again, you don't even have to fully complete that, and you'll figure out the answer. Number 4, keyword is scale. It is a ratio, so you have 1/2 inch equals 120 miles. Inches goes on top. So you end up with 1/2 inch, or I'm sorry, 1/2 x equals whatever 120 times 9 is. Now to solve, you're going to divide by 1/2. So you have 1080 divided by 1/2. So turn that into a fraction. Oops. Oh man. Copied that down wrong. Keep, change, flip. That'll be your answer. Dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by 2. Number 5, we have similar triangles. You can look at number 1. I always start with color coding. Careful, because sometimes they rotate the triangles. They didn't this time though. If you have not color coded, I cannot help you with this problem. You have to color code. LM is right here. This is LM. So set up your proportion. Start with LM and the side that matches it. Choose another number, any number, and the side that matches it. So you're looking for x and 12, which we said x was LM. So LM has to multiply with 12. This LM does, this LM does not. This LM does not. This one does. And then you have to multiply 6 times 8. This is 6 times 10. It doesn't work. This is 5 times 8. We already said it doesn't work. This is 6 times 8. You have to set it up and find the cross products that match. Number 6. Of course, you need to color code. And the question is the perimeter. So you are going to have to find the missing sides. It's going to be a lot of work. We want the perimeter of XYZ. So we're going to have to find this missing side and this missing side. And then you're going to have to add them up. So you're going to have two proportions, one for X, one for Y. I named them X and Y. You can name them whatever you want. And then once you solve that, you're going to add them all up for the perimeter. And then number 7, it says the quotient. Quotient, guys, means to divide. And you know if there's a griddable, you need to be extra sure to decide if it's positive or negative. This problem is dividing, so you use tic-tac-toe. For your decimal division, make sure you move your decimals back 1